Hello crochet fans, it's Liz again with a new crochet tutorial brought to you by Annie's, and today we're going to do something a little fancy. It's called Crochenit, and if you don't know how to Crochenit, that's okay. I'm going to go over the basics with you and a few tricky parts of this particular pattern, which is a Crochenit baby set. Go ahead and click on the link in the description, print out your free pattern from epatternCentral.com, and we're gonna crochet it together. So for this project, we will use two different colors of worsted weight yarn. Of course, your scissors and your yarn needle for seaming. Now let's talk about the hook. We've got the Crochenit hook, and this is what it looks like. You've got a hook on either end. Isn't that cool? So it's a lot like Tunisian crochet in the way it's worked, but you can work one color on this side and an alternating color on the other side, and I'll show you how to do that. For this tutorial, I can use this hook. This is one that I got at the craft store, but if you're going to make this full-size blanket, you're not going to be able to fit 79 loops on this hook, so you will need to purchase the one that has the cable, you know, like the cable in the center, and then you've got the two hooks on either side, and you'll probably have to get that online. I haven't seen them in craft stores. Okay, to start off the blanket, we're going to loosely chain. I did a chain of 31 for this sample, and we're going to start in the second chain from the hook. So first chain, second chain, and you're just going to go in, and just like you would in Tunisian, pull up a loop, keep that loop on the hook. So we're going to do that all the way across. And I started out with a chain of 31. So once I'm finished pulling up all these loops, I should have 31 loops on my hook. So just repeat this across until you have placed all of these loops on your hook, just like you would in Tunisian crochet. Okay, so that is row 1. So we started with a chain of 31, and now after we've completed row 1, we have 31 of these loops on the hook. And now we are going to turn, and this is what makes Crochenit a little different from Tunisian crochet. So you've got your pink on this end, so you're simply going to rotate your hook like that, so you're working on this end. So you just kind of slide these guys over a little bit so you can easily work in those. And then we're going to add the next color. So you start the next color with a slip knot, as you do, and put that slip knot on the hook. Now, if you yarn over here, if you yarn over and pull it through that loop, you're going to end up with this sort of tail hanging out. That's not, doesn't work. So you're just going to put the slip knot on there and first pull it through that first loop just to get it incorporated in there. And then we're going to start working the pattern, which is yarn over, pull through 4 loops on the hook. So this is my first, and then the 3 pinks make 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yarn over, pull through the first 4. So that makes like a shell. Next, we chain 2 and then pull through 4 loops again. So chain 2, 1, 2. Make sure your chains are nice and loose because we're going to be working back into those on the next row. Pull through 1, 2, 3, 4 loops and continue that down. Okay, now we're on row 3. So we've worked all these loops off of our hook and we've made these little fans. So we're not going to turn on the rows that our loops are loose like this. We're only going to turn when you've got your hook loaded up with all those loops. So we're going to continue working with this color, with the lighter pink. First thing we're going to do is chain 1. Now here's our chain 3 from the previous row. We're going to start in that first chain of the chain 3 and pull up a loop. We're going to skip that middle chain because this chain down here is going to substitute for that. So go down to the row below, pull up a loop of that chain on the row below, and that's going to be your long loop. So you've got that long loop. Now to complete that, you're going to go in the next, back up to the light pink, the row the working row. Well, this is the working row, the row below, and go into the third chain. I'll show you that again. So here's our chain 3 of the previous row. Pull up a loop on the first chain of the chain 3. Then we're going to go down 2 rows below, pull up a loop on the middle chain of that one, and then back up to this chain 3 in the third chain. So first chain, skip the middle chain, but go into the middle chain of the row below, and then into the third chain. So we're just loading all these loops back onto the hook. So that was row 3. Now we're going to start on row 4, and rows 4 through 7 are the main stitch pattern repeat for the whole entire blanket. So once you get those down, it's pretty simple to get through. So we've completed this row, got all our loops on the hook, so we are going to turn. Now we're going to start back up with the darker pink, and these will always kind of be kind of loosey-goosey at the end here, so just tighten them up whenever you are near it. Okay, so for row 4, working with pink, yarn over, pull through 1 loop on the hook, chain 2, and then pull through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is similar to row 2. And then we're going to just do that across. Chain 2, pull through 4, chain 2, pull through 4. We're not turning because we've got all these loops worked off. So we're going to continue with the darker pink. First, we're going to chain 1, and just like we did on the other row, we're going to work into our chains. So pull up 1 loop in the first chain. Now, instead of going into that middle chain of the same chain 3, we're going to do the long loop like we did before, but this long loop is going into the top bar of the 2 horizontal bars. So there's the 2, this is the top one. So go in there, pull up a long loop, and then back into the third chain of the same chain 3. So we'll do that again. So skip this little fan, this fan on the other side. Skip that, go right over to the next chain 3 of the darker pink, pull up a loop in the first chain, go down to the horizontal bar, pull up a loop from there, and then pull up a loop from the third chain. And we're just going to continue that all the way across. So once we've completed row 5, we are going to turn our hook. We're going to go back to the light pink for row 6. So just pull up that light pink, yarn over, pull through 1 loop on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through 4 loops. And then chain 2, pull through 4 loops, chain 2. Okay, so now this is our last row of the pattern repeat, row 7. We're not turning. We're going to chain 1, skip the first shell, which is right here, and pull up a loop in the first chain. This is just like what we did before. Now we're going to go back to our 2 vertical bars, which now they're in the dark pink. So pull up on that first, I'm sorry, not vertical bar, horizontal bar. First horizontal bar, third chain, just like we did on row 5. First chain, pull up a loop, horizontal bar, pull up a loop, third chain, and then just repeat that all the way across. So that is your pattern repeat, those 4 rows. Okay, so for the booties, we started with a chain of 24, and then I went ahead and just loaded all those loops onto my hook. We're not going to turn yet or change colors. We're going to work these loops off just like we would in standard Tunisian crochet. So we're going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 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 and just repeat that all the way across. So now for row 3, skip the first vertical bar. So these are our vertical bars. That's standard Tunisian. This is the first one. I'm going to skip that one and work into the next vertical bar. Pull up a loop. We're going to do that all the way across. Work into the vertical bar and pull up a loop. So this is the forward pass. We're just loading everything, all those loops back onto our hook. And this is Tunisian simple stitch. I'm just going to load those all back on, and since we started out with 24, right here we should end up with 24 again. And into the last one. Okay, so that was row 3. Now we're going to turn for row 4, and we're going to put our darker pink on. So just as we did with the blanket, make your slip knot. You've got your light pink here. We're going to do our dark pink here. And just pull that, move these guys over a little bit, pull that through the first stitch. That's your chain 1. And then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is the kind of basic Crochenit that you see. It's just a simple stitch with the alternating colors. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way across. Keep losing this guy. Stay on there, baby. Pull through 2 and pull through the last 2. Do not turn. We're going to skip the first vertical bar again and pull up a loop in each vertical bar across. Okay? So here's my first vertical bar. It's quite easy to see when you've got the 2 colors. You see all these vertical bars are really easy to identify when you've got them in these 2 colors. So we're going to skip the first one and then just work these guys back on all the way across. And after row 5, we're going to turn. So we're going back to our light pink. And for row 6 and 7, we're just going to repeat rows 4 and 5, except with the lighter color. And then for 8 and 9, we're going to repeat 4 and 5 again, which will be back to the pink. 10 and 11, back to the white. And then I'll show you how to do row 12. So basically you're just going to be doing some repeating rows here. So I'll meet you back when we do that. Okay, so now we've completed those repeat rows for the booty and we are working on row 12. So I ended with the light pink. I'm going to turn my work and start with my dark pink. So for row 12, we're going to work 8 loops off the hook. Okay, so that begins with your first chain 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we've worked those 8 loops off the hook. Now for the instep, we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through these 9 loops all at once. So just so it's nice and tight, I like to kind of squish these up here. So remember, this counts as 1, so we're going to do 8 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to just pull through, yarn over and pull through all of these guys. So yarn over and pull through all of these guys at once. And that should leave you with 8 more to work off. So yarn over, pull through 2, 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 and all the way to the end. Okay. So we've sort of pulled it together. For row 13, we're not turning. We're going to skip the first vertical bar and pull up a loop in these next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip this group that we did and then go, try to keep it nice and tight there. Skip these guys that we pulled all together as a group, and then we're going to pull the rest of these loops off the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That was row 13. Now we should have 16 loops on our hook. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Okay, and then we're going to repeat row 4 and 5. Okay, so now we're on the last row of the booties. This is the bind off row. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to just go into the vertical bar just like we would, but instead of pulling that up and working those onto the hook, we're going to bind all these off, and this is just the same way you would do it on the blanket. So into your vertical bar, yarn over, pull through there and pull through the vertical bar, and then pull through the chain 1 just like a regular old slip stitch. So we'll do that again. Into the vertical bar, pull up a loop, pull through there, and then through the previous loop. So you're basically just slip stitching these guys right off so you have a nice clean bind off edge rather than these just sort of loops hanging out like this. So into the vertical bar, pull through the loop, pull through the next loop, all the way across. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fun Crochenit project. Just go ahead and leave me a comment if you have any questions about it, and make sure you subscribe to Annie's for lots of fun and free crochet tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching.